Welcome to Yunnan, China's culturally diverse and beautiful southwestern province, a place of snow-capped mountains, deep gorges, and some of the most diverse landscapes in the country. It has very quickly become one of our favorite places in China. So in this vlog, we're taking you with on one of the most epic hikes in all of China, the legendary Tiger Leaping Gorge, which is one of the deepest gorges in the world, carved between Jade Dragon Snow Mountain and Haba Snow Mountain by the Jinsha River. This is insane! We'll be spending 2 days and 1 night up in the mountains, hiking along cliffs, staying in a gorgeous guest house, while chasing some of the most incredible views. So come along with us as we explore Yunnan's more rugged side. Good morning, guys! We are at the start of the Tiger Leaping Gorge hiking trail. So we spent the night at a family-run guest house at the start of the trail so we could wake up bright and early and start hiking the trail early this morning.
So we definitely recommend staying at this guest house if you are planning on hiking Tiger Leaping Gorge.
The other option is to take a 3-hour bus from Lijiang City all the way to Tiger Leaping Gorge, but we did not feel like that this morning. So we arrived last night.
And we've just had breakfast, so we're all fueled up and ready to go. All right, let's go! So apparently the entire hike is about 22 kilometers, but we started at around the 4-kilometer mark by staying at the guest house slightly in the mountain. And then to get to our next guest house, it's about 10 kilometers to get there, maybe 11. So we're in for quite a long hike. It's supposed to be between 4 to 6 hours of hiking. So yeah, let's hope we're feeling hiking fit today. Ni hao. Oh no, thank you. We will walk. Nowadays, horses are mainly used for tourism purposes, either for offering tired hikers a ride or for transporting bags. But historically, this trail was part of the ancient tea horse road, a trading route where tea was exchanged for Tibetan horses. So the horses are actually a very traditional part of this gorge's history. So it's currently 2 degrees at 10:45 a.m. But honestly, it does feel a little bit warmer. It feels way warmer.
But we are literally covered with 3 layers on, so it's helping, but it should warm up later today.
It feels like 15 degrees.
It does feel like 15. So it's currently 2 degrees at 10:45 a.m. But honestly, it does feel like... We're almost a kilometer in. Not gonna lie, this first kilometer is quite steep. So I think maybe this is the start of the 28 bends already. But honestly, we're not too sure. There's no signs anywhere, so we're just hoping that we're even going the right way, but I think so. Yeah, first few kilometers, quite steep, but I think it gets flatter the higher you get. So this is in fact the start of the 28 bends, and the 28 bends is the most iconic or famous part of the Tiger Leaping Gorge hiking trail. So the 28 bends are a part of the hike that winds up the mountain. It looks like a snake, and it's supposed to be the most difficult and most challenging part of the hike because you're gaining high altitude at the same time, and it's super steep. So we're about 1 kilometer in, so let's continue. So far, the views are absolutely incredible. There's the first stop.
It's steep.
Yeah, it's so steep.
I see why they call it 28 bends. It just goes up and round and round and round and up and round. It's like we're in a maze. But yeah, we're almost 2 kilometers in. So yeah, I'm not sure at what point the gorge appears. We'll see. But there's a lot of horse poo everywhere because there's a lot of horses on the trail. So just be mindful. Don't walk into it. Ugh, wouldn't want that. Almost there. Kind of, not really.
So we're 2 k's in and we've come to a little restaurant. It looks like they're still closed, but it's so cute. Here it says, gain energy to tackle the 28th bend. So, but the views here are incredible.
Wow.
Panoramic. Beautiful.
And look at the bridge. And there's like a little
You can see
canal
the
there.
gorge.
Is that the gorge?
That's the gorge.
Oh, it's quite small.
I think when we get there it'll be big. There's some rice terraces. Really brilliant views from this little stop. But let's keep going.
Look, you guys, in the distance we can see the snow on the mountains.
That's
Wow. Jade Dragon Mountains. We went there yesterday.
I know Sonia already mentioned to be careful of the horse poop, but I almost stood in it. So just another reminder, always look down.
Okay, so we're 2.7 kilometers in and we've gained 420 meters elevation.
Wow,
That's a lot. I can feel it.
me too. There are a lot of stairs and like rocky points, so if you are someone that likes to hike with a hiking stick, it's definitely recommended. I've seen a few people walking with one and I feel like it could be very beneficial, so but we're coping so far. We have some visitors along the way.
I hope they don't attack us.
No, I think... Oh, that baby.
Coming to us.
You're so cute. We're not gonna hurt you. Don't worry. But here is an amazing view of the gorge. You can see. Oh.
So we are 434 meters elevation gain on our hike so far, but according to my Apple Watch, we are 2,650 meters like altitude above ground. So we're quite high up and we're just about to reach the 3-kilometer mark. So yeah, still 7 kilometers to go. Yeah, that's a lot. Wow, this hill is quite steep though. Yeah, there's something, maybe it's more goats.
And now we're about 4 kilometers in.
Yeah, that 4th kilometer wasn't too bad.
Yeah, we're on like a pretty like
Flat surface.
flat surface now.
And we're having a quick snack break.
So we're almost 5 kilometers in, right?
Yes, yeah.
And we have the most epic views of the gorge. So apparently this gorge is one of the world's deepest canyons, and it gets its name from a local legend where a tiger being hunted managed to get away by jumping over the gorge at its narrowest point, hence the name Tiger Leaping Gorge.
We are 6 kilometers in and we can definitely hear the gorge. It sounds like it's right underneath us. Never mind, it's not the gorge. It's just a waterfall, but yay, we love waterfalls. Let's go have a look. Oh, it goes all the way down there.
So this is the first little village that we've arrived at after walking for 6 kilometers. And this place is Tea Horse Guesthouse. So at Tea Horse Guesthouse, they have a hiking coffee and bar with some amazing views. This is one of the iconic spots where hikers usually stop for lunch. I mean, how can you not with these incredible views? This guest house really is so pretty, even the inside of the coffee bar. Very cozy. So this is where you can order drinks specifically, sit over there and relax.
So it seems we are actually now walking through all the guest houses. We have 5 kilometers to go to our guest house. Can't complain with these views.
I think it's home time for the billy goats.
Little rest point over here with some chairs, and you can overlook the stunning mountains. And you can see the gorge. Very nice. Best views.
This is one of the best spots that we've seen so far. The views are just uninterrupted. It's definitely popular. And one thing about this hiking trail, no matter where you are, you will always hear the little echoes of the goats, but you can't always see them.
So there are a lot of goats in our track, and it's very narrow, so we don't want to interrupt them. We might have to just wait a while. There's a lot of goats.
Shame, they are so well behaved. They aren't even flinching at us. They look so comfy in the afternoon sun. Hey, buddy. Hi. Hi. What you looking at? How are you doing?
Well, 12 kilometers later, we made it to our guest house. Whew, we made it just before the sunset. That took actually 6 hours without breaks in between. So yeah, timed it well. Okay, let's give you a tour of our room. How cute!
Wow.
Look at the view.
Panoramic. Wow. Beautiful. Just what we need after a 12K hike.
And right outside our room, there's a balcony with a pool. And it overlooks the whole mountain. Apparently sunset here is going to be stunning.
And this is what we're having for dinner with our beautiful view.
And now that we've had dinner, we're just gonna sit, rest our feet, and enjoy the beautiful sunset. Good morning guys, it's day 2 of our Tiger Leaping Gorge hike, and this morning we are starting off with some coffee and breakfast at Tiger Bucks Coffee, which is this very cute coffee place restaurant inside of Halfway Guesthouse. Halfway Guesthouse is actually the place we wanted to be staying overnight, but it was completely sold out. This is the famous place everyone stays overnight for their hike, but we're actually really glad that it was sold out because we would have never discovered our hotel otherwise, and we had the absolute best stay there. And look how cute and cozy this place is. This is just the upstairs area where you can come and have delicious coffees and pastries while overlooking the mountain. They have delicious pastries. We actually got the last apple pie. And it's definitely a popular choice. So we got a butter croissant, an apple pie, 2 egg tarts, and some coffee. We hardly ate yesterday, so we need the fuel for today. We've missed our Western pastries.
Okay, and it's time to continue the hike.
Let's go! So today we're only hiking for 2 hours. It's about 5 kilometers. And yeah, it's supposed to be just nice and scenic, not too challenging. Our body is quite sore from yesterday's hike. My feet are really sore. So yeah, we're just gonna enjoy the views and take it in.
So this part of the hike is definitely less foresty and more literally mountainside. And this is the most hikers we've seen all hike so far.
Look, there's a waterfall!
Today's definitely a lot busier with hikers. All along there. We'll go around that cliff face down there. So we thought that we were going to be hiking along the gorge at the bottom, but it turns out that there's 3 different trails on this hike. There's the lower trail, the middle, and the upper trail. And for hiking, the middle and the upper trail are more popular. That's where you'll stop at your guest house overnight. And the lower level is where you're right next to the gorge. But apparently it's more challenging and more slippery and wet. So a lot of people prefer the upper and middle trails, which is what we're doing. Especially because you get all of the beautiful views from above and you can see down at the gorge. So we're really happy with our choice. Even though we're not down there by the gorge, we can still see it in sight. And along the way, you can buy some waters and snacks and things. Some corn's being prepared.
We have seen lots of chickens. Why did the chicken go to the mountain?
Because he wanted to see the gorge.
Because he wanted to hike. Ha! He thought the gorge was gorgeous. Ha ha ha. Okay, let's carry on.
Let's go. We're now nearly 3 k's in, almost finished. Today's hike has definitely been a bit easier. Those 28 bends yesterday are really challenging. Today hasn't been as challenging, but there has been a lot more people, which is kind of nice. So let's do the last k.
It's very steep and rocky today. Quite slippery, so just be careful. Oh, Aaron's having a conversation with the goats. They're listening. They're very interested. Yeah, today's hike is definitely shorter distance-wise, but it's a lot more rocky and slippery. Even though yesterday was quite slippery too, but this is very slippery, especially because of the waterfall. There's a lot of mud everywhere, but it's a very nice scenic route, so it's quite relaxing. And we made it to Tina's guest house. Woohoo! That's our end destination. Beautiful views from this guest house as well. Whoa. Yay, we made it! That was 5 kilometers.
Well done, nice.
Of a lot of sand and rocks. Oh, my knees are sore. It was about 5 kilometers in just under 2 hours. 2,062 meter elevation gain. Nice.
Well, that is the end of our 2-day hike through Tiger Leaping Gorge, and we really hope you enjoyed experiencing this with us. Please don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel to stay tuned for our upcoming Yunnan content, because trust us, you won't want to miss it. But otherwise for now,
Bye besties!